Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Day 17, can you believe it? We're on the final stretch to the day 21. For those of you who may not know who I am Angela, and I am a pharmacist of 39 years, serial entrepreneur, having owned and operated two pharmacies that I now have pivoted, and I exit those businesses, and now I help women around the world. And I feel like what I like to say is that I have gone from medication to meditation. In this 21-day series, what we're doing is we're on a quest for our summer bodies. It's an inside job. So in 21 days, you're obviously not going to get exactly what you want on the outside, but it can be a good start. And the start is with your mind, how you think about yourself. Because I don't know for you, but for myself and for many other women that I've had as clients or spoken to, it's hard to make decisions and choices that are really empowering for yourself when you don't feel good about yourself. So how can we really love ourselves exactly where we are as we make progress to where we want to be? And that's the whole point of this series. If you've followed along, every day we've done some kind of exercise or used a technique to really help us shift in our mind to start feeling more comfortable in our body. And as I've said, if you have followed along for the 21 days, there are going to be things that resonate with you. There are going to be things that maybe don't resonate with you, but I invite you to play full out during the 21 days, and at the end of it to really look at what worked, what didn't, and take 1, 2, 3 at the most things with you on your journey as you continue on this quest, because obviously it's not a one and done or 21 days and you're done and you're there. It's a journey. It's not a destination to really be and have the best versions of ourselves. So today is day 17. And what we're going to do today, the exercise that we're doing, is about really trying to reconnect with our inner strength and confidence. So I'd like you to think about a time that you really had a success that you were so proud of. Maybe it was a presentation that you nailed. It was a situation that you met head on, and it was a difficult conversation, but you did it. You handled it with grace and ease, and you just felt really good about yourself. It could be a goal that you just crushed. So think about that experience. And I know we've all had at least one, but if you really stop and think about it, we've had bazillions in our lifetime of things that we have done and accomplished. And so I want you to think about that, and not just the physicalness of it. That is the presentation that was nailed, the congratulations on a job well done from people about something you've done. Think about that and think in detail about, do think in detail about the physicalness of it. Where were you? What did it feel like? What were you wearing? What was going on all around you? But even more important is, how did you feel internally? Like, were you nervous a little bit going into it? And then your confidence just grew as the situation was evolving, because you knew that you were really heading this and landing it in a place that you wanted it to be. And I invite you, as you feel about that, just to really experience the richness of that experience that you have had. And I would like to have you open up your journal or open up a document. If you're like me, I like to keep electronic. I like to keep a lot of this electronic so I can go back and look at it, or I'm going to be using it for my book and books, I should say. But start journaling about it. Write it down. What was the situation? What was happening? Who was around? Who was there? How did you feel before? How did you feel during? How did you feel afterwards? And as you do that and you relive it, you may need to take time as you're journaling this to just stop, close your eyes, do a couple of heart-centered breaths, which is where you breathe in and out through your heart center to really allow that to come to the surface. And, it's not just the thoughts, as I said, the feelings and the sensations. And as you write, there's an energy. I always like to say frequency first. So everything carries an energy, whether it's a good energy or I don't want to say bad, whether it's a good energy or whether it's an energy that maybe we don't want to experience. But this isn't an energy that we want you to tap into that you do want to experience. And what this exercise is doing is really to help you reconnect with that innate or that inner strength, resiliency, capability that you have in you. There are times that we all don't feel that way, and yet we all do have that within us. And here's the thing, that we all have that power. We all have that ability to overcome obstacles, to achieve goals, to really create the life that we want, but we often forget. And this is an opportunity to really remember who we truly are. And I'm just looking at my notes a little bit so I don't forget to say anything that's really important. So let the words freely flow and don't hold back. Just really allow yourself to experience that, to write it all out. This is a sacred space for you to be able to celebrate you. Because if you don't celebrate you, who else is going to? So as you do that, tap into that confidence, that knowingness that you do have the ability to create whatever you want in your life. And this will help to permeate through all areas of your life. As you get to the end of it, reflect on what you felt, reflect on how that made you feel, and how can you bring that forward in your daily life. Tapping into that. Maybe it's a memory that you keep at the forefront of your mind so that you can tap into it anytime that you feel like you need that confidence or resiliency or strength. So if you want to comment on anything that's coming up for you, please do so in the comments, or you can reach out directly to me. My contact information is in the comments, and I'm so honored, and I'm so grateful that you're with me on this journey. Please take time for yourself today, because you know what? You deserve it.